Hey there, everybody. I'm here to explain why I am selling my Lexus LS400 after about 14 months and almost 4,500 miles. And there's several reasons, but I would say the top two, I'll just start with the first one. I only have two garage bays, which means for my two cars, I end up having to switch them between being in the garage and being outside. And both of my cars, I feel bad about having them outside. So I would rather just simplify and not have to deal with having a car outside anymore. Second reason is I originally purchased this LS as a commuter, and my commute route changed about halfway into me owning it, which means I don't really have to have a car for commuting anymore. So those are my primary reasons. Otherwise, the car has been great to me. For a 30-year-old car, it's been very reliable. There were some things it needed because when I bought the car, it did not come with a service history outside of what was shown on the Lexus website, which, if you look up that VIN, I believe it only goes until somewhere in the mid 2000s, and then it just drops off from there. So ever since around 70,000 miles, there was not a service history, at least that I collected when I bought the car. So I've done a lot to it to kind of catch it up and make it feel a lot newer than it is. It has an all new suspension. Besides the four rear knuckle bushings, two of them I replaced with aftermarket parts, and then the other two I already have replacements for and will provide them to the next owner. We've done the timing belt service. That's been running for about a solid year now. It's an ASIN kit. It's been very good. Did the camshaft and crankshaft seals while I was in there. And pretty much every other common issue that this LS400 generation deals with has either been addressed or has a solution to address it. The only two outliers are the tilt and telescoping steering wheel, which I haven't touched since I've owned it, since it's still working for the most part. And then the power steering pump, they're sometimes known to have leaks either in the hoses or the pump itself will fail. And I don't have any leaks going on. Power steering fluid level remains normal. However, I do have the two idle up hoses that connect to the power steering pump if you need them in the future. And that also comes with a gasket kit for the power steering pump if you decide to rebuild it instead of buying a new one. I actually don't even know whether they make new ones anymore. There are several no longer available parts on this car, and that might be one of them. But the car drives great. It has 8 30 seconds on the rear tires and 5 30 seconds on the front tires. The tires are around, they're coming up on 5 years old, but I've driven on them the whole year and they've been fine. Stayed at 29 psi the whole time. So I would feel confident, continuing to drive on them. And nothing else super unique really going on. I changed all of the fluids as you would on any used car purchase. And there haven't been any major issues besides the fuel pump dying on me while I was driving back from out of state. But that's to be expected for any 30-year-old car. Any part that's original could go bad at any point. So the new fuel pump that's now in that car is a factory Lexus fuel pump, and it should last ideally another 30 years. So yeah, I hope whoever ends up getting it next has a lot of fun with it. I sure did. And I'll say my third reason is I drove the car quite a bit in that 14 months, and I did everything I wanted to do with it. It's great at road trips. It's just great at being quiet and comfortable, and it did all of those things well. And I'm looking forward to, hopefully, like I said, whoever has it next, having just as good of a time as I had with it. So, yeah, see you all in future videos, and thanks for watching. Happy bidding. Bye-bye.